All right, today we're looking at lesson 8-11, and today's lesson is about talking about the formula for volume, and then we'll also look at the formula for area, just to make sure that we've got those two straight. So let's see, volume and area. How about that? Formulas, volume, and area. All right, so our formulas for area. Now remember, we have A stands for area equals the length times the width. And then for volume, we have the volume equals the length times the width times the height, because the volume is three-dimensional, whereas the area is two-dimensional. So for area, we would be looking at something that's like this, and here's the length, and here's the width, and we're finding the area. So we would take the length times the width. For volume, since it's three-dimensional, we have to draw the rectangular prism. So here we have the rectangle, but here we have the rectangular prism. So three-dimensional, and we would have the length. So this is like finding the area down here, length times the width, but now we also have to multiply times the height. Okay. Now it's going to ask you in your homework tonight to find the numerical expression. And if you look at the word numerical, maybe you notice the word number in there, or it reminds you of the word number. And that's really all it is it's asking you write down the expression. Remember, expression is a math problem with no equal sign. All right, so if we've said that the length was 2 feet, the width was 4 feet, and the height was 3 feet, then our numerical expression would be 2 times 4 times 3. Length times width times height. Okay? And then if it says, okay, now find the volume. So then to find the volume, we're going to take that expression and we're going to solve it. So 2 times 4 times 3 equals 2 times 4 is 8. 8 times 3 is 24. And how are we going to label it? How many feet are we multiplying together? 3 of them. So feet cubed, or to the third power, is what we're looking at. All right, so if we are looking for, I don't know if they give you any problems like this. Let's see. Ah, they do. Okay, so let's say that they do something like this. Volume equals length equals width equals and height equals. And let's say they say the length equals 4 meters and the width is 6 meters and the height is 5 meters. All right, so what we need to do is we have to find that volume. So we would do 4 times 6 times 5. 4 times 6 is 24 times the 5. So I would go ahead and off to the side do a 24 times 5 because I don't know that off the top of my head. And I get 120. So my answer is 120, and then I have to label it. Three-dimensional, 3 M's, so M cubed. Now, what if they tell us that the volume is, let's see, let me think for a minute. Okay, let's say that they say the volume is 40 feet cubed. The length, the width, and the height. And they say the length is 2 feet and the height is 4 feet. And we have to find out what is the height. So again, we're going to go ahead and put this in the formula of 2 times 4 times something equals 40. So we'll solve out 2 times 4 is 8. 8 times what equals 40? So you could change that to a division problem and say 40 divided by 8. Or you could think about your math facts and think 8 times what equals 40. So we could do 40 divided by 8. And we find out that that will equal 5. So the height is 5 feet. And that will give us that one. All right. Your homework tonight will be page 177 and 178. It'll start with the expression, numerical expression. That's where you just write down what you're going to multiply together. Find the volume. That means find the answer. Here we have what we were just doing. So it gives you the 3 length times width times height. Find the volume. This time it gives you the volume. Find the missing length and find the missing width. On these, just read them carefully. Pay attention to what you're doing. This one on number 7, it says Patty built a rectangular prism with cubes. The base of her prism has 12 centimeter cubes. The base, they've already figured out the length times the width. So this is already length times width. What you have to find out is the height. Because if the prism was built with 108 centimeter cubes, that's the volume. So you just need to find out the height. So I would take 108 and divide it by 12 to figure that out. On the back, let's look at page 178. On 178, we have some good review with some decimals of adding and subtracting. Remember, you have to line up your decimal points when you add and subtract decimals. Finding the volume of 2 shapes. And then this one is one where you'll kind of maybe make a little design and then answer that one. All right. So homework is page 177, pages 177 and 178. Oh, let me move that down so we can see it. 177 and 178. All right, great.